Hello, I am Uncle Mike, your favorite gamer's favorite uncle, and we are back here for another recreation of MzeroA's flights to Oshkosh. We are sitting here on the ground in Fort Wayne, Indiana, about to go to Gary, Indiana. And so yeah, let's just jump right into it and let's get going. Remember, you can click on the links in the description below to actually see the in real life flight that I am recreating here. So make sure you do that, and let's just go ahead and get going here. Everything is looking good.
Oral warning, okay.
Mixture is full rich. And let's go ahead and yeah, let's get started. So can we get a
system test?
System test, okay. And can we get a clear prop? There we go. Let the avionics come on up over here. Let's get the multifunctional display going. There we go. You know, we want to come over here. We want to go menu, enter. Dial down 1. Enter. Menu. We want to come over here. We want to turn off this little inset. There we go. We want to come over here and we want to do wind option 1. And we want to come over here and right here. And there we go. November 2-3, Mike Zulu is warming up over here, so everything is looking good over here. Let's go ahead and do a little more RPM as we go through the warm up. Let's come over here and let's listen to the weather.
Fort Wayne Airport information, Echo 1500 Zulu. Wind 296 at 17. Visibility 10.
Somebody leaving on a trip.
Condition, few clouds at 2,500 feet, few clouds at 6,500 feet, ceiling 14,100 feet broken.
I don't see any clouds.
Temperature 25. Dew point 10. Altimeter 29.94.
All right.
Visual runway 23 in use. Landing and departing runway 23. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact. You have Echo. Fort Wayne Airport information, Echo 1500 Zulu. Wind 296 at 17. Visibility 10. Sky condition, few clouds at 2,500 feet, few clouds at 6,500 feet, ceiling 14,100 feet broken. Temperature 25.
I think we might need to do a little pirate.
Altimeter 29.94.
I don't see clouds. Welcome to live weather here. So we're going to be VFR, then we'll ask for... I thought I was going VFR here. Let's see what our... Let's get rid of this. Yeah, okay. Turn that off. There we are, sitting on the ramp. Alright. Okay, yeah, we're gonna ask clearance. Yeah, okay, we can get on the ground here.
Clearance delivery
We get just direct to Gary. See if we can get his file. See if we get his file, that's what we want. 14,000 feet.
Takeoff runway 23 climb and maintain 14,000 feet. Departure frequency is 127.2 squawk 1577.
Okay, well.
Cessna November 23 Mike Zulu cleared to Gary Airport as filed. Takeoff
We'll ask for lower.
runway 23
We're not going
climb and
14,000 feet.
maintain 14,000 feet. Departure on 127.2 squawk 1577.
Cessna 3 Mike Zulu, read that correct. Contact
We'll go
ground
to
for
6,000 and we'll ask for
121
6,000.
Good day.
Alright, let's go to ground.
Ground Cessna November 23 Mike Zulu with Echo ready to taxi IFR.
Looking good, looking good, looking good, looking good.
Cessna November 23 Mike Zulu,
Oh.
taxi 2 and hold short of runway 23 via taxiway Kilo cross runway 14 Echo Delta. Contact tower on 119.1 when ready.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway 23 via taxiway Kilo cross runway 14 Echo Delta.
Alright, we
Cessna
gotta
3
get out
Mike
of the
Zulu.
way of this guy here. And then we got that beach Baron part next to us. See if we can not take this guy's head off. We'll go around the Baron here. Going to Gary, Indiana. We'll go direct. The only thing we've got to deal with here is clearance was 14,000 feet. Like I said, I'm pretty sure the nav log I went ahead and put in for 6,000 feet. Got a pretty good taxi over here over to runway 23. We'll kind of do a, as you can see, a fast taxi here. But we'll get up here to 6,000 feet. We'll ask them for 6,000 feet. We'll go direct Gary. Beautiful day. I'm not sure why the 8 is telling us that there's clouds, because I don't see any clouds. It's also one of the first times here recreating MzeroA's flights to Oshkosh that I have been able to record this in such a time that I'm able to use live weather on Microsoft Flight Simulator. So this is live weather that I have told the sim to do. Alright, they have given us clear. Let's just make sure. Yep. Alright. Should have probably slowed down and turned on the strobe light, but it's just a little difficult here in Flight Sim to just jump in there and flip the switch on the Xbox at least. But just know that I was thinking about it. And again, we'll get up here and climb up, get to 6,000, go into Ludicrous Speed. And then on our way to Gary, Indiana, and then on to Appleton, Wisconsin, just north of Oshkosh. So here probably in after this one, 2 more flights and we should be in Oshkosh, landed at Osh 22. So Jason and Matt from MzeroA, they're getting close. They're getting real close as we do our long taxi here to runway 23. We'll have a right turn, climb out to get on heading direct to Gary, Indiana. Kilo Golf Yankee Yankee. So following the taxi ribbon, I decided to just go ahead and follow what ATC gave us. Practice my taxiing here with the Cessna 172. And we are in MzeroA's Cessna 172, November 23, Mike Zulu. And again, heading to Gary, Indiana. You can click on the links in the description below to MzeroA's YouTube channel and also the in real life flight that I am recreating here. We'll come up here, we'll do a quick warm-up, check everything, make sure everything looks good, and then we will get on the roll and take off and head to Gary, Indiana. It has been a lot of fun watching their flights. Where's the hold markers? There they are. Let's come over here then. All right, parking brake is on and verified. Let's go ahead and bring the RPMs up. And everything is looking good so far. I like the engine instruments. Let's go check right. Good drop in RPMs. Go back to both. Left. Nice drop, looking good there. We are going, I'm going to let the engine run up here. We are going to 6,000 is what we're going to do here. Let's go ahead and put the heading bug on runway 23. There we go. And let's go ahead and set flight level change. We'll climb out again at 80 knots. There we go. We are set to go. Ready. All right. Let's go ahead and taxi up to the hold lines here. Let's call the tower and let's get going to Gary, Indiana. I see runway 23's hold line here. And let's go ahead and call up the tower. And here we go.
Tower Cessna November, 2 Tree Mike Zulu at runway 2 Tree ready for departure IFR to Gary.
Cessna November 2 Tree Mike Zulu altimeter 29er for wind 296 at 17. Cleared for takeoff runway 2 Tree.
There we go.
Cleared for takeoff runway 2 Tree Cessna November 2 Tree Mike Zulu.
Clear for takeoff. Don't need any flaps. Mixture is full rich. So gas, we got half gas. We got a short flight here. It's only about 100 miles. Only about 100 miles to Gary, Indiana. All right, I see runway 23. Power's coming in. We are on the way to Gary, Indiana. And laser speed's live. 55 knots. Let's go ahead and rotate. And we're off. Stay in ground effect here. We'll just go ahead and accelerate up to 80 knots. And there we go. Now we'll pitch for climb. Trim, trim, trim. Oh, too much trim there.
Cessna 3 Mike Zulu contact departure on 127.2.
All right.
Going to 127.
Going to departure. Here we go.
Tree Mike Zulu. Departure Cessna November 2 Tree Mike Zulu is at 1,600 feet, climbing 14,000 feet.
We're not going 14,000. I'll cancel IFR if I need to.
Zulu departure altimeter 29er for continue as planned.
All right, we'll just continue to climb out here. He's already given us turn as planned. Let's go ahead and, so we're hitting probably the hour marker for our ILS approach or something. That's what's chirping there at us. Just climbing up. I decided to go to 4,000 and we'll ask him then for Or if it just stays real nice like this, we might just go VFR. Maybe we can just get flight following. That's maybe what I will do. So let's go ahead and do that. It looks like it's nice. I'm going to go ahead and cancel IFR.
Departure Cessna Tree Mike Zulu would like to cancel IFR.
Cessna Tree Mike Zulu IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved. Good day.
There we go.
Approach Cessna November 2 Tree Mike Zulu is type Cessna Skyhawk Tree, miles southwest of Fort Wayne, 3,000 feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Cessna November 2 Tree Mike
There we
Zulu
go.
approach. Squawk Tree 202.
Squawk Tree 202 Cessna Tree Mike Zulu.
Cessna Tree Mike Zulu radar contact 3 miles west of Fort Wayne, 3,300 feet. Cleared through the Charlie
All right,
airspace.
there we go. Acknowledge that.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace, Cessna Tree Mike Zulu.
We are going to go ahead and start getting on course here as we leave Fort Wayne, Indiana. Bye-bye, Fort Wayne. And on to Gary, Indiana. They're coming up here to 4,000 feet. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and level off at 4,000. Beautiful day. VFR. Just go ahead and just go on to go to 4,000 here. All right, just climb it up here. We can go ahead and then get the altitude bug. Set to 4,000, which it is. Go ahead and turn on the autopilot. Keep us at 4,000 as we accelerate. Watch those RPMs. We're going to stay full rich. We're not above 5,000 feet. Right now we're just in roll, so let's go ahead and go into heading mode. And let's go ahead and turn with a little bit of an intercept so we can get onto our flight plan and our flight path there. Then we can go into nav mode. And then we will get into Ludicrous Speed on the way to Gary, Indiana. So and let's go ahead and go to 2,500 RPMs. There we go. As the plane accelerates. Ooh, 112, 106 over the ground. Forgot a headwind again. Just headwinds are just killing us. They're killing us. But let's just check everything. We are level at 4,000. Everything's looking good. RPMs are set. So with that, let's go ahead and go into Ludicrous Speed. And so I will see you in a bit after Ludicrous Speed and on the way to Gary, Indiana. All right, I am back here in the cockpit with you. We have gone ahead and we have intercepted the localizer on our little German friend Otto. So he is now intercepted the localizer. We can go over here and go ahead and go into approach mode. So we are shooting the ILS here under autopilot into runway 30 into Gary, Indiana. So let's go ahead and tune into Gary Tower here. Let's go ahead and find out where this is at. There it is, number 7. Let's go ahead and request full stop landing.
Gary Tower, Cessna November, 2 Tree Mike Zulu is 17 miles southeast, 2,800 feet with Gulf to land.
Cessna November 2 Tree Mike Zulu, Gary Tower. Altimeter 29.9er, 412.
Straight in, so what I expected. Runway 30, what I expected.
Make straight in runway 30 Cessna.
I've already
Tree
listened
Mike
to
Zulu.
ATIS, I already got that dialed in. I did that myself. So altimeter 29.9er 4. So let's go ahead and 904 cross check on the 3-pack. There we go. I just figured since it was VFR, it was a very nice day, go ahead and shoot the ILS here, runway 30, and that way you can see what is happening and also visually, and also then the instrument. So again, we have already intercepted the localizer way out here. I went ahead and just looked over at the VFR chart, got what, and then looked at the approach plate, got what it is. So we are now shooting the localizer. We're also descending down slowly here to, we've already descended down to 2,400 feet, which according to is actually kind of what we'll eventually need to get. Actually, we need to get down to 2,000 for the initial approach fix. But we are still, fair ways out, but we can go ahead and put that on the bug. So, oops, let's go ahead and put in 2,000 on the bug, and let's go ahead and descend down here. Let's go 400 feet per minute just to get down here in a minute, down to 2,000. Looks like we can probably already see the airport. Yep, we are lined up. There is the runway out there to Gary, Indiana. So we'll just stay right here and just doing a straight in to runway 30, just like Jason and Matt did in November 2-3 Mike Zulu in MzeroA's in real life flight from Fort Wayne, Indiana up to Gary, Indiana. Then after this, we are going to do a flight up to Appleton, Wisconsin. But they are posting that video here tonight, so at some time either late tonight or in the morning or so, I will work on doing that flight. Should be 2 more flights after this one, one up to Appleton, which should be real pretty, going up the shoreline, seeing Chicago, Milwaukee, and all that kind of stuff, and up to Appleton, Wisconsin, which is north of Oshkosh, and then working our way back down to Oshkosh. So really only 2 more flights coming up here. So but everything is looking good. Looks like we'll probably get hit the initial approach fix at about 4 or so miles out, about 5 miles out. So we've still got 12 miles to go. So as you can see right here, our little glide slope diamond, we're well under that because we've already gone down to 2,000 feet, which is the initial approach fix altitude here according to the approach plate. But we are VFR right now, so everything is looking good. Airport is already in sight right off the nose out there. So like we've got some type of like school or something down there. Yeah. And then I've flown the Cessna 172 here quite a bit in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 on the Xbox Series S, so I will probably do an approach here at about 70 knots or so with 1 notch of flap, since we're kind of doing the ILS here into runway 30 into Gary, Indiana, Kilo Golf Yankee Yankee. So, but yeah, everything is looking good here. Runway in sight. We've already been told here just to go ahead and make the straight in. We haven't been cleared to land yet because we are still now just about 10 miles away. We're 10 miles out. Neat place down there with all the little lakes. So here we are going into Gary, Indiana. So we'll just go ahead, since it's a beautiful day and all that. What I'm going to do is I just want to test the little German friend auto. That's what I call the autopilot auto. And yeah, we'll just test that since we can see, and if we need to then disengage the autopilot and need to take control of the aircraft, we can. Beautiful weather, all this kind of stuff. It's not like we're going to be in or go into IMC. Missed approach in case we need to do anything. Looks like a climb out to 1,500. We'll really climb out, and then a climbing right turn to 2,400 and go direct to Chicago Heights, which is 114.2. So since we're doing that, let's come over here. And in nav 2, so let's look this over. Let's go to 114.2. Switch that over, 114.2. Yes, 114.2. And then we can come down here, and for our bearings, we'll go ahead and put that in for nav 2. So there it is. So yep, absolutely looking good. Chicago Heights, Charlie Golf Tango. Yep, looks good. So there we go. So that double arrow will give us direct to Chicago Heights in case we've got a missed approach. So we climb out to 1,500, and then a climbing right turn to 2,400 direct to that bearing that we put on there, and that's where we'll hold. Shouldn't have a problem though, because if we need to, we can just turn off auto and land ourselves. So other thing that's interesting here is Gary, Indiana here at Microsoft Flight Simulator on the Xbox Series S is a payware airport, so we should have an improved scenery and stuff for this airport. We are going to Gary Jet Center, just like Jason and Matt did in their in real life video. And so since
Cessna 3 Mike Zulu, wing 274 at 20. Cleared to land runway 30.
right, clear to land.
Cleared to land runway 30.
And here we go. Let's go ahead and see if we get the intercept. I am going to back off the power here. Yep, and we have the intercept. There we go. We'll come off the power. We're in the white arc. First notch of flaps coming in. I told you that's what I'm going to do. And shooting for about 70 knots or so. So I'll go ahead and come off the power a little bit more. But since I do use payware, if you'd like to support the channel, you can always buy me a coffee. Link in the description below. Or if you'd like to buy yourself some own coffee, you can click on the affiliate link to Coffee Brand Coffee. Again, down in the links below. So, all right, we are on approach here. Need some power. Getting a little slow here. I don't like the 62 knots, especially under autopilot. So let's go ahead and add some power here. Get back up to about that 70 knots. We have intercepted. Auto has intercepted the glide slope. We are on localizer. Everything is looking good. So, and decision height for us here is down here around, oh, what is this? 800 feet roughly. So that is when I will go ahead and take control of the aircraft. We'll just let auto do its thing, see how well it does its thing here. So here we come into Gary, Indiana. Let's take a look here. Yeah, pretty much on glide slope. I like the speed. I like to be a little fast, like I said, under autopilot. In case something needs to happen, I need to disengage, go around, whatever it is, especially under autopilot here. So a little bit more power. Like I said, hold that power setting here. Some type of train there. Very interesting. Train yard or something like that. We're at a 1,100. We can go down to what I say, about 800 feet. This decision altitude here. So I'm just gonna we got pretty good wind. We're getting bounced around here. We got a 7-knot direct crosswind, so auto's doing pretty good here. All right, now we're fast. Looks like auto might be diving in a little bit. Trying to get back onto that glide slope. We're really high, so here we come into Gary, Indiana. All right. I'm going to go ahead and take control of the aircraft, 800 feet. Airport is made. Come off the power. Now just let it, whoa, 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 a little bit of balloon there. Come on now. There we go. Let it settle, let it settle. We're only got 1 notch of flaps here, so we'll just let it settle. There we go. Yeah. And we are going, we know where we're heading to too. We're going over to no problem, we got it. Because I don't want to do a long taxi, so we're going to get off here because there is Gary Jet Center right there. All right, let's bring the flaps up.
Cessna 3 Mike Zulu contact ground on 121.9er.
121.9er Cessna 3 Mike Zulu. Gary ground Cessna November.
I know where I'm going.
Mike Zulu request taxi to parking.
Cessna November 23 Mike Zulu taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Alpha cross runway 12 Bravo Charlie cross runway 30.
Yep, we got it. We're just going right here. Yep, their taxi ribbons tell us to go over there, but that's not where we're going. We're going over here to Gary Jet Center. We're gonna look all official here.
Cessna 3 Mike Zulu, did you copy?
Yeah, I copied.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway Alpha cross runway 12 Bravo Charlie cross runway
There we
30
go.
Charlie Cessna 3 Mike Zulu.
Gary Jet Center. Looking good, huh? I like that, huh? Very cool. All right, well, we are here and out in Gary, Indiana. Thank you for joining me here on this. Oh, I don't even know what leg, the 8th leg, 9th leg, I'm not really sure. But we are now into day 4 of the first flight, or day 4, first flight, on our way to Oshkosh 22 with MzeroA, Jason and Matt. So hope you enjoyed that. We've got 2 more flights, it looks like, to do, and then we are in Oshkosh. So subscribe if you haven't, click that like button if you do, come chat in a future live stream, and game on. I am Uncle Mike, your favorite gamer's favorite uncle. Bye everybody.